and welcome to Claire's Yoga Inspired Fitness Program. What we're going to do today is we're really going to waken up the body. We're going to try and add some flexibility into it, we're going to do some strength work, and we're really going to focus on our core and trying to lengthen the hamstrings. In a world that is super busy and people's minds are racing and you've got a million and one things that you've got to get done, it's really important for us to find time to get on our mats and to be able to really focus on ourselves and our bodies. Without us being strong individually, it's very difficult for us to be there for everyone else. And as a mum of three, I know how hard it is sometimes to just be able to have that 5 minutes to myself when everybody else needs you. So my intention for this channel is to find a safe space for people to unite and get together and to be able to learn tools and techniques in order to quieten the mind and really rejuvenate the body and wake it up, and so that we can go into our day feeling great and we can move, and we're going to really get into the hips and the shoulders, fire up the core. And if anybody finds any of the poses somewhat difficult, then I'm going to give modifications. And please just start off slowly. You know, if you need to take a few minutes, take them. If you can't do something, just keep trying. The next time we come together, I'm sure if you just keep working at it, you're going to find it easier and easier. This class is for everybody. Like I said, I'm giving modifications in order for people to, you know, give it a go. But there's nothing in here that's going to be advanced or over the top where you can't manage. So please give it your all, and I hope by the end of it you feel great and ready to just take on the world and follow your dreams. Okay, with that being said, let's get to the back of our mat. What we're going to do is we're going to sit on the backs of our heels and really open up the toes. A lot of us find that we have a lot of tension in our feet, you know, especially if you're on your feet all day, or ladies wearing heels. This is a really great posture in order to just stretch them out, and then just really get into those areas that we don't generally move. Okay, we're going to sit up tall, really focusing on our posture and trying to keep our shoulders down. Try not to hunch them up. Okay, sit quietly, keep that spine nice and long, and just rest your hands wherever you feel comfortable. Okay, we're going to take a few deep breaths here, and then hold it at the top. In through your nose. Hold it. Out through your mouth. Hold it. Release. Now bring our hands, and we're going to bring them, reach them up over the top of our head. Reach them towards the ceiling or the sky. Take a few breaths. Hands back down. Then untuck the toes, and we're going to sit back onto our feet. And we're going to come forward into child's pose. Reach your hands forward, bend over if you can, place your head right in front of you, and just let your body relax in this pose. This is a great pose for just lengthening out the arms and stretching the spine. When you're ready, come up to all fours. Okay, and just feel free to move the body however feels comfortable. We're going to start off with some cat-cows. This is a really great way to add some mobility into your spine. A lot of us tend to not move at all in it, unless you are a yogi that spends all your time doing this, but the majority of us rarely move our bodies back and forth this way. And this really opens things up and really adds some movement into our spine and makes it feel great. So, come up into cow. Round into cat. I really want you to push through the palms of your hand. Keep your fingers spread nice and apart. And just push through and pull up your abdominals towards your spine. also a great way to fire up the core. Then look up towards the ceiling, arch your back, keep your shoulders down. Tuck the tailbone in, push up into cat. Arch your spine. One last time. Tuck your tailbone. Up. Hold it here. Engage that core. Tuck your chin in. And then return back to neutral. What we're going to do now is we're going to do some nice big circles to really open up those hips. You can make this as wide or as small as you feel comfortable. Try and come back if you can, towards your toes, push around, and then we're going to change direction. This should feel really good for people who've been sat at their desk all day. One last time, and then come back to neutral. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to fire up that core a bit more. Okay, we're going to put our right arm in front of us, extend our left leg, and we're going to do some abdominal crunches, bringing the elbow towards the knee. And when we get there, I really want you to focus on pulling your spine, your tummy up towards your spine, and we're going to hold for 2 and tuck in your chin. Ready? Bring your elbow to your knee, hold, breathe, extend, elbow to knee, extend, elbow to knee, really engage that core, extend, elbow to knee, extend, last time, elbow to knee, hold it here, 1 extra count, and extend, and see if you can hold it here for 1, 2, 3 breaths. Place your hand back down and place your knee back next to the other. Then we're going to come back into child pose. Take deep breaths. We're going to tuck our toes, and we're going to push back into our first downward dog. Bring your stomach to your thighs, and then extend your legs. Now, some of you, if you find this difficult, if you've got very tight hamstrings, I want you just to, it's fine to stay up closer. Okay, others who are very flexible, you can push those heels towards the floor. Really pull down your shoulder blades and lengthen that spine. Hold it here. Then come forward into plank. Hold this for 5 seconds. If you find this difficult, please come down onto your knees like this. Okay. Otherwise, engage your core, really push through your hands and feel that fire in your abdominal area. For 1 more breath. Then drop your knees and come back into neutral position. You can move your hips a little bit, and then we're going to repeat on the opposite side. Extend your arm in front of you, your left arm, and extend your right leg, Hold. Really engage your core. Push through that right hand to help you with the balance, and with your left calf, or shin muscle, And then we're going to bring elbow to knee. Pull in the core, hold, extend, elbow to knee, extend, elbow to knee, hold it, push through that hand, extend, elbow to knee, Really reach your arm in front of you and your foot, really reach it behind and lengthen your body. One last time. Hold it here. Then extend. We're going to hold here for 5 breaths. That's it. Now place your hand down and place your knee down. Back into neutral position. Okay, we're going to tuck our toes. Bring our hands, our stomach towards our thighs and push back into downward dog. Really hold it here and enjoy that lengthening of the hamstrings and the spine. From here, we're going to lift our right leg up in 3-legged downward dog. And we're going to bring that knee towards our opposite elbow. Hold. Kick back up. Knee to opposite elbow. Kick back up. Knee to opposite elbow. 3-legged downward dog. Let's do this 2 more times. And last time, knee to opposite elbow, hold. And then we're going to drop that right leg towards the side. We're going to roll over onto our right hand. And we come up into forward triangle, a fallen triangle. Just hold this position. If anyone feels comfortable, you can lift that bottom leg and hold it. Really engage those obliques. Place the right leg back down. If you've done the advanced version, place your hand back for the next one. Twist round and then bring that leg back up into 1-legged downward dog. And then we're going to come forward into 1-legged plank. Drop down into chaturanga. Come through. Hold it here. Keep our legs off, your thighs off the ground if you can. And then push up into downward dog. Take a breath here, and then we will repeat on the opposite side. Okay, lift your left leg up into 3-legged downward dog. Hold it here. And then we're going to come forward with your knee to your opposite elbow. Kick up into 3-legged downward dog. Opposite knee to elbow. Do this 2 more times. Really try and push that right heel down as well to feel it in your hamstring and your calf. Hold it here. Then place your left foot on the outside and come into fallen triangle. Hold it here, or if you're wanting to do the advanced option, lift that left leg and hold it and engage your obliques. Place it back on the floor, place your hand there, and then come back into 3-legged downward dog. Then we're going to come forward into 1-legged chaturanga, drop down, come through, keep those thighs off the ground, Pull your shoulders down and then push back into downward dog. Hold it here for a few breaths. Then come forward into plank. Really try and keep that nice straight back. Try not to keep your bottom up or too low. Then we're going to step the right foot in between our hands into low lunge. We're just going to rock slightly forward and back to really open up in the hips here. This is a great stretch if you've got a lot of tension in your hip area and your groin. Then we're going to straighten our bottom leg into triangle. If you find this difficult, you can use blocks to help you with the support and also to lift you up. Or if you have an injury, like I do in my hamstring, it's always good to have blocks with you. Come forward, come back, forward, last time, then forward, place your hands and bring your foot back into plank. Let's repeat on the opposite side. Bring your left leg forward in between your hands into low lunge. Rock back and forth a little bit. Open up those hips. Try and push that back heel toward the floor as well. That's it. Then we're going to straighten into pyramid. Forward into low lunge. Back into pyramid. Forward into low lunge, and we're going to repeat this one more time. Pyramid. Try and bring your forehead down close enough to your knee if it feels comfortable, or your shin. Come forward, hold it here, place your hands, come back into plank, through chaturanga. Thighs off the floor, hold here for a second, and then push back up into downward dog. Hopefully this is starting to feel a lot more easier and you've got a lot more length in those hamstrings. Then from here, bend your knees. You can either jump to the top of the mat or you can take a few steps forward. Come down into forward fold. Halfway lift. Back down to forward fold. Bend our knees. Come up into chair pose. Hold it here. Bring our hands to our heart. And we're going to go into twist. Look up to the sky. Come back. Hands to your heart. Twist to the opposite side. Hands to your heart. Bring your hands towards the sky. Hold it here. Work through the burn. And then we're going to sit back onto the mat. We're going to roll back down onto the mat. We're just going to give ourselves a big hug, cosmic egg, rock back and forth, which feels really good on the spine. Then drop your left leg down, hold your right knee. You could just rock slightly back and forth to open up the hip. And then what we're going to do is we're going to drop the knee to the side, Place the right arm out and feel this nice spinal twist. Come back, pull your knee in, put your leg up in the air, bring the other leg, flex your toes so you really feel it down your hamstrings, then drop your left leg, your right leg to the floor, hold on to your left leg, just move the hips, move that leg and really open everything up, hold it there, then we're going to drop left knee down into this lovely spinal twist, extend your left arm, look towards your left hand, try and relax into this pose. And come back, pull your left knee in, extend the leg, extend your both legs up. If you can, touch your toes. Hold it here for a second. And then place your legs down onto the floor. And we're going to come into our final pose, shavasana. And we're just going to lie here and take 5 deep breaths. Slowly in through our nose, hold it at the top for 3 seconds and release. If you find this very difficult, just do it at your own pace. But this is a really good way to end off the practice and just to allow our bodies to slow down and rejuvenate and be ready for the day. So take a deep breath in, hold, release out your mouth, inhale in through your nose, hold, release out of your mouth, hold, release 2 more times, in through your nose, release through your mouth, and last time, in through your nose, hold, and let it all out. Well, over to your side, come up into seated position. You can either sit cross-legged or you can come into lotus pose. Place your hands on your knees or by your heart, whichever feels most comfortable. 1 deep breath. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you feel rejuvenated, I hope you've really ignited your core, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you again soon.